Hello, and welcome to my playground. This is the Mad Chemist Church, or Church McGurch, depending on where you know me from. And welcome back to... I forgot to set the game. Welcome back to... West of Loathing. Sorry, a little technical error there. Funny thing was, is I went back through and I was rewatching, doing a little bit of editing on my last couple videos, and I didn't realize that over here in the video portion of me, I have my light on above me, and I forgot this is a black and white game. And it makes me look really, really pale and white because of the black and white radiating from my monitor. So I went, oh hey, that's interesting. I'm just gonna shoot this cannon. Oh! I thought you just infinitely shot that. I didn't realize it exploded. But let's get back to it. I am playing Bjorn Hatfield, which I looked up. Apparently the Hatfields were a group of people that had a grudge against somebody. I think they were in one of the feuds. I saw Hatfield pop up and I'm like, oh, it's one of those groups of families that had grudges against another group of family, that, you know, feud that went on for years. I'm like, that's cool. I picked that name at random. I had no idea that the Hatfields are one of the ones that had like the family grudge or the family feud. Kitty, kitty spotting, or kitty whatever you want to call it, feature, because she was standing in front of my screen. She likes to stand in front of the screen because she can feel the heat coming off of it. And she likes to watch the like tumbleweeds here or my mouse move. So she's really like right like eyes away from the screen. All is not well with this well. I agree. Okay, I believe I picked up all of the quests last. It has been several. I'm going to say it's been several weeks since the last time I played. So I'm not 100% sure like where I left off. I think I remember picking up. I think I remember I left off picking up. Yeah, approach it. Yeah, I'm fairly certain I left off. Oh, nice. I got some scrap. I had picked up all of the... Harvest that. Got a can of tuna. Somebody bent your yucca. Or their yucca. Pile of tailing smells a lot like onions. Dig through it. Oh, yes. I got 137 meat. Ah, and 10 XP from the mine-splaining. God, that was so funny. I'd completely forgotten about that. The mine-splaining. Bunch of random crap. Yeah, let's pick it. Got me a hammer and a monkey wrench. There's some monkeying around. Hey, you got a bowl of soup. I'm in a soup mine. Soup, load of soup. Boiling bowl of soup. Doing my funny walk. Search it. Cultist mask. Oh, right. You need that for the diary. Entry 1. This mine is the worst. It sucks so bad here. I have been in some lousy mines, but this one really takes the cake. Everything smells like soup. Soup does smell good. But this one really, the walls are slick with it. I swear I can feel it getting into my pores. If I went to a doctor for a blood test, they'd probably tell me my blood is tomato, basil, bisque, or whatever. I do like me a tomato basil bisque, especially with a grilled cheese. Oh, amazing. Little mayonnaise on both sides. Entry 2. We finally managed to get deep enough to hear the master. But it turned out the dang soup table is higher than we thought. We're spending 90% of our time bailing the stuff out and only 10% digging. I've got noodles in my boots. I hate this so much. Now the damn elevator's busted and it's only making a rattling noise, and the guys off shift couldn't sleep. That finally stopped, but it stopped because the elevator itself stopped, and we can't move it at all. Why did we even set up camp here? I had to spend the whole day scrounging around to find replacement 137, 59, and 23 pound. Compression springs for repairs. We'll install them tomorrow. Boss says we're giving up here and heading into a real deep mine they found up northwest. It's a shame we wasted all this work, but hot damn, it'll be good to get away from this soup. I will never eat soup again in my life. Got the springs installed properly, with the strongest behind the shortest bolt, and so on. But there's no time to wrench everything down. Gotta pack. Not like the elevator matters much anyways anymore. I really hope I don't I don't screw up anything and forget my diary here when it's time to leave. I don't think I've ever managed to fill it in more than 10 pages in the same diary. Well, you've done goofed. Attempt to fix it. Okay, so there's a sign that says 3 pressure required, and the gauge is currently at 0. So it wants, what did the diary say? 137, a 59, and a 23. So if I'm guessing, so 161, 132. Okay, there's a sign that says 320 pressure required. I'm at 300. Okay, I'm at 646. What does that do? Oh, that's a jump. That's like 300. What does this one do? Ooh, that's a pretty big jump there too. That's another like 400. So if we keep hitting this one, maybe this one, maybe this one again. You tighten the one complete revolution of the wrench, you hear a plate snap firmly into place, and the elevator seems to now be humming with life. Looks like it's working. Excellent. Yeah, because I'm good at monkeying around. Grab some soup. Some more soup. What's this? Oh yes, I'll use my pickaxe. Oh. Requires a keystone. This sign says zip 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 zip. Oh, light pulses. I'm gonna have to come back here when I have a keystone. Yeah, requires a keystone to unlock. I do not have a keystone. Snakes! Yeah, let's grab some. Let's see. Whiff. Whiff. That's right, I ate the ghost pickle. I forgot how good the ghost pickle is. Because all it does is for the day, it makes you harder to hit. So yeah, if you want to come in here to fight some snakes for some XP, there's a lot of heat coming from here. There's a lot of heat, but you can take it. I bet I have something on me that has heat resistance. Whiff. Oh, he did spooky damage. Whiff. So it looks like magic still can hit you even with the pickle. Stewed snake. Yeah, so it looks like even magic can still hit you even with the pickle. I have 400 unspent. My muscle's 200. What increases my max hit points? Hit points determine how much you can take before you get being knocked and cut. Oh, okay. What does muscle do? There's something that I should be able to just highlight over it and it tells me what it does. But it doesn't tell me like what affects what in particular. You know what? I'll get foraging. And you know what? I'll get some points into that just to keep myself up there. Oh, but that's not what I was doing. What I wanted to look as a stewed snake increases your hot, or is it? Oh, okay. So if you couldn't get past that, you'd have a 20%, which would be enough. So that would have been enough to get you through to get the last bowl. Is that one bit of snake stew? I always forget you can just hit M and go. Let's go to the baker boy. Let's grab it by the horns. Yeah. Silly cow. Tainted milk and smoldering leather. Just call me the butcher. It's a bakery. Ow. Let's harvest that. Oh, another can. Ouch. Another can of tuna. Oh, they're closed. I guess I'll have to come back later. Harvest nectar. Some loco weed extract. Ouch. Let's see, before I'm going to rob them blind. These teenagers seem dispirited and are trying to drown their sorrows with big mugs of water. Maybe they misunderstood the idiom. Hey, you boys wouldn't know about some bread that went missing, would you? Aw, nuts. I told you we'd get in trouble, Billy. Shut up, Jerry. Way to just blab everything, dude. Calm down, you two. The mayor just wants his bread back. Hand it over and the trouble you're in will be minimal. It ain't that simple, mister. We sold that bread for meat to start up this bakery. Why? Because we wanted to make something out of our lives. Everyone in Breadwood is just bums. Plus, like everyone needs bread, right? So we figured we'd make it big. Okay, well, no problem. We take the mayor, the bread you've made, and call it even. Oh yeah, no problem, except for the fact that we don't add a dang thing about making bread. It turns out we all ended up with weird lumps. Ah, that ain't true, Billy. The last loaf we tried was almost right. Yeah, sure, that one was nearly edible. But we practically out of ingredients. Maybe I can help. I might know someone. I know a place. I got an idea. I might know someone. Do you two know Louise Lathrop? No, who's that? She might be the solution to your problems. Let me head on over to where she lives and talk to her. Traveled to the Lazy A Dude Ranch. I was gonna say, where was she again? No, I don't need anything. Howdy again. Leave him alone. There you are. Do you know somewhere that's hiring a baker? I do happen to know a bakery that needs some help. Really? That's wonderful. Oh geez, I can't go like this. No, I'm filthy. Nobody would ever let me step foot into their kitchen looking like this. You have a bar of soap I can mooch? Soap? Sure, no problem. Oh, thank you so much. You give her a bar of soap and directions to the Baker Boys Bakery, and she sets off to find somewhere to take a bath before her job interview. Sure feels nice to help out. Okay, so now we need to go... I guess we need to go back to the Baker Boys hideout. Antagonize it back. I don't know. I'm antagonizing a pile of bones. Oh, okay. Hey, thanks for sending Louise over. She knows a ton about baking. Yeah, we're gonna be major league bakers, and with her around, no problem. No problem, fellas. Let me grab enough bread to settle things with the mayor. We'll all call it square. 40 loaves of bread. All's well that ends well. Oh, hi. Can I recruit you guys? Don't mention it. Damn. Bread, glorious bread. Okay. Let's go turn in these. Fort Treason. Continue to... I'm gonna say let's continue. I want to turn in these 2 quests real quick. Sure did. Thank goodness for that. Another missed payday would have caused a riot for sure. 90 XP. Not yet. Not yet. Got them right here. You're a real lifesaver. I was about ready to gnaw my own beard off. Wow. That'd have been a shame. Any sign of the missing mail? Not yet. Take your leave. Alright. So now let's head to the ranch. Yeah, tell them what you think of the stone rings. Okay. Gives them deep satisfaction. Cows. Let's do it. Let's do some stip stomping. Boom. That did jack all. Holy crap. That is... I got when it said, like, it does damage to everybody, but it's pretty little. I didn't realize it was pretty much nothing. Oh, this place was really blown to pieces. Ooh, the Diary of Alexandria. Heap. Dig through it. Overdue bread. What book? Oh, the books are all wrecked. The volumes are ruined. The tomes are kaput. Investigate. Ooh, advanced cow punching. Because I'm a cow puncher. This half a cannonball. The front half. You pick up the cannonball and inspect it. There is an inscription that you can mostly read. It says the cannonball came from Fort Treason, and it's got the address stamped right onto the surface. This bombardment was done by the army. The horror. Alright, the front half. Can I get down here? Solid. It's a solid steel vault door. Already did that. Alright, let's see what we got. We got a book of cow punching. Let's read it. Okay, I can learn thick skin or menacing mood. Let's do the thick skin. You pull the conventionally included sheet of sandpaper out of the book, or conveniently included sheet of sandpaper out of the book, and rub your skin with it until it's nice and thick. You got a skill, thick skin. Then you try to put the sandpaper back in the book and end up ruining the whole thing. Rats. Darn. The diary. Can I read this? You flip through the diary. Most of it is uneventful, describing the life of a woman who likes books and isn't interested in much else. It ends with a passage about a soldier from the nearby fort warning her about some kind of danger he wouldn't specify. So she moved her most valuable books to the cellar and took the ordinary precautions, e.g. boarding up the windows and not leaving the house at night. Turns out that wasn't much good against cannonballs. Overdue book. Can't read it. The half-burned library book represents 12.5% of the total stock of the Brentwood Public Library. Let's go to the old schmaltz. Let's frighten him. You call that crazy? I'll show you crazy. You jump up and down while waving your hands wildly. The weirdo screams and runs back into the woods. Man, what was that all about? 20 XP. Let's see. Yeah, got me some Blossom Jam. Oh, what is that? Oh, beer hose. This feller too scared to talk to you. He's just totally freaked out about yeast. It says beer hose. You're not really sure what purpose it might have served. Oh, this dead guy's hat got knocked off and covered with yeast. Take it. You got a yeast-covered hat. What does yeast? 5 mysticality. Very nice. How much? It's a beer vat, or at least it's a vat. It's not guaranteed it actually contains beer. Sample. Pfft. It's almost pure ethanol. Blurg. It's a dead dude. He's like sleeping. Let's see. Kind of crazy yeast monster has apparently broken loose from the vats and some of the bandits. I guess they brewed up something they couldn't put down. They could barely control it. You'll have to hop to it if you want to prevail here. Dive in! Instead of some stimp stomping, let's hit. Oh! Oh, get him, Gary! Get him, Gary! Ow, stimp stomping. Oh, just a punch! I have no idea what that did. But I thought it would kill him. Punch. Haymaker. Gore. Vampiric Yodel. Still 5 hit points from the enemy. Surrender. Grin Skull. Will deal 20 spooky damage. Beef up. First aid. Stomp. Pistol. Wow, my pistol does a crap ton of damage. Let's just finish it. I thought that uppercut or whatever it was gonna do more. The remains of a horrible yeast beast. I guess you could take some back to the mayor. It's probably still good. Sure. You plop a big old glob of yeast into your pack. You got the item half a ton of yeast. That's a lot of yeast. Can of Schmaltz blue ribbon. So this whole yeast theft biz doesn't seem to have gone well for you guys. Yeah, no. Geez. Are you a bounty hunter? Relax. The mayor just wants his yeast back. He didn't say anything about hauling you in. Well, whew. Okay, well, the yeast is in that revolting pile. So what happened here? Well, we got bored of bread is all, and I know a bit about brewing, and we figured if we can back with a couple kegs, nobody would mind so much that we stole the yeast. No offense, but it seems like you aren't much of a brewer. Hey. Well, ideally you wouldn't end up with a ravenous yeast monster. That wasn't my... Okay, well, I guess it was my fault, but I understand what happened. These vats are old, and we think we didn't clean them properly first, because we were in a hurry. I think there were some frogs living in one of them. Frogs? And you figured you could use the extra hops. Ha 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 ha. If you're sure you figured it out, you could set up shop in Dirtwater. Oh, yeah, it's turning to be quite a place like a little metropolis. I'd love to have my place of my own. Take your leave. Hey, now he's going to go set up shop. Now I got somewhere I can buy booze. Now he's too grumpy to talk to you. He's just angrily muttering about yeast. Arrest him. You're under arrest for what? Stealing about 2 handfuls of yeast? Yes. And the sentence for that is, what about 3 days in jail? And Breadwood does not actually have a jail. Alright, I'll let you off with a warning. If they had a jail, you'd probably be able to walk right out. Just like Big Rock Candy Mountain. Big Rock Candy Mountain. Yeah, let's go to Fort Treason. Yeah, look closely. You look at the cannon. It's a fine cannon. A demi-culverian in size. Insert the cannonball. You look through the rangefinder on the cannon, but you can't see any indication of anything you want to shoot at. You decide not to waste the ball. Seems rational. Let's see here. There's Gary. Oh. This must have been where they stored all the fire. Ooh, footlockers, kick it open. Private. Key to P.O. Box. Ooh. Private Matthew. Pick the lock. Artillery targeting flare. You got an item, military school class ring. Some bullets. Pick over. Okay. Huh. I wonder what the targeting... So you need the targeting flare and you need the cannonball for... Oh. I know. I know exactly. Get him, Gary. Yeah. I know exactly what to do here with this flare. So we're going to place the targeting flare. We're going to go back to Fort Treason. Loot those bags. Yeah. Ooh, and a medical gun. I shoot to heal people. Insert the cannonball. You peer through the rage finder and you see the smoke of your target. Unfortunately, you have no idea how to actually aim the cannon. Well, wouldn't you know? I somewhere have a book. What would it be under? Would the books be under? Just normal, items. Did I sell it? Gore splattered scroll. No. Did I sell the... No, there it is. Read it. This book is rudimentary and insulting to your intelligence, even though you know almost nothing about loading cannons. Okay, so that didn't help me. It's got to be like aiming. Let's see, what does his say? There is pretty dry and not very interesting. Just a list of day-to-day duties. Towards the end, though, he starts to mention their commanding officer, Captain Simon, becoming increasingly agitated. Orders are orders. The last few entries have to do with dissent in the ranks. Okay, so that didn't help. What about this guy's? His diary is empty pages, inks, blotches, and latrine duty again, blah blah blah. Near the end, though, you start to see notes about the fort's commanding officer, Captain Simon, going off the deep end, as it puts it, being stuck out in here in the middle of nowhere, doing nothing, straight the captain friggin' bug nuts. When the captain eventually decided that a nearby ranch occupied by a solitary woman in a book collection was actually an enemy spy outside, to give the woman a warning. Keep reading, an attempt to prevent an immediate cannon bombardment of the ranch. Stole some ballistic charts and hid them in a post office box, which is in Dirtwater. Unfortunately, the cannon had already been calibrated. Okay, so I need to go use... Go back to Dirtwater. Take the dynamite. I've already used the postcard for today. There's the post. Dirt adder post of ice. Open box. Yeah, Fort Treason ballistic charts. Maybe that'll do it. Read it. The chart is full of details on precision firing. You know what? I bet that cannon could blow that vault door. Yep. I knew I was missing something. I was saying, what do you mean you can't fire a cannon? Jump and see what happens. Look closely, insert the cannonball, light it up, boom! If that didn't open the vault door, then those grapes are probably sour anyways. The whole screen shakes. Let's go find out what we did, or whose day we just ruined. Cannonballs everywhere. Alright. Books and books and books. Take one. Ah, you got the percussive maintenance. Advanced cow punch in 72. How to cheat at poker. Requires a needle. Ooh. I am out of needles. I'm gonna have to come back when I got more needles. I'm all needled out. Let's see. So there's a merchant here. But I don't know if this merchant has any needles. They have wet boots. That is it. Rats. Okay. Let's see. What does this do? It gives you the percussive maintenance skill. You quickly memorize the entire book. Time to get smacking. When you're done reading it, you notice the book's spine is cracked. You try to fix it by hitting it really hard, but you end up just smashing the book into powder. Neat. Learns the cow punching skill. I already know the cow. Oh, now I learned this. You sit on a rock and moo repeatedly until you've mastered the techniques in the book. Finally, you unleash an earth-shattering moo that destroys the rock you're sitting on and the book. Oops. What else did I get? How to cheat at poker. Oh, the dirty poker skill. You quickly memorize the entire book. So, as to conceal the evidence of your dirty dealings, you eat the book. Let's hit the tables. What does that actually do, though? It gave me a skill. It's right here. You can fix things the easy way by hitting them. Okay. I don't see the cheat poker skill. Raise skeletal buddy. Examine skeleton bones in your inventory to enchant them. Okay, that's cool. Spittoon hand. Okay. Oh, that's what I was gonna do. Well, anyways, buy a drink, ask about the darts, ask about the guy washing dishes. Does he owe you? 150. Yeah, I'll pay it. You're even dumber than I assumed, but whatever. Today he's free. Ask about the darts. Ain't no darts, dang. Leave. Tell him he's free. Huh? What'd you do that for? I was just feeling charitable, I guess. Well, thanks, but I don't know how to pretty much nothing set washing dishes. Nothing at all? Well, I can also wash clothes. And I can play the washboard. That's pretty much it, though. Send him to Dirtwater. Well, there's plenty of job opportunities opening up in Dirtwater. Why don't you try your luck there? Alright, well, it's worth a shot. Thanks, pal. He leaves with a wave, and the bartender replaces the sign on the wall. Let's see what it says. Dishwasher wanted. And a drunk horse. Mayor. Let's see what the mayor... Yep. Alright, happy to help. Well, half. Well, that's a real bagel biter. Oh well, everyone mostly skipped the words and just looked at the pictures anyway. And mostly just the bottom half of the picture, so that's alright. Well, at least the captions are still there, I guess. Did you manage to get the logging permit? Not yet. You signed the missing mail. Not yet. Now about the lumber yard? Alright, well, you've helped me out quite a bit, so I reckon I can set up with what you need for that bridge. Thanks. Thanks. The mayor glances at the problem list posted on the wall and paces around nervously. So I'm still missing mail, and I still need the lumber permit. I don't remember where the missing mail is. I'm trying to think if there's Dynamite Dentist. I'm trying to think of who... I don't think you have anything. I'm trying to think of who might actually have needles. Well, let's try this guy. Because I need needles for lockpicking, and I just used them all. But I don't remember, I don't think any of these, like, merchants restock. I think it's just you buy them and then that's that. Fight them. Yeah, kick his ass, Gary. Kick his ass, Seabass. And the other thing is, I still haven't found... Huh, all the buildings in this little town are weirdly hazy and translucent, like... Oh, ghosts. It's a literal ghost town. Yeah, that's fair enough. Knock. Howdy there, fella. New in town? Yeah, I was wondering if... Sorry, can't do business with you until you have a visitor's identification card. Ain't supposed to even talk to you, really. Okay, where do I get one? Try the town hall down the street. Thanks. What? Sharpen a pencil. You don't have any pencils. Knock. Ghostly jail. Ghostly post office. Town hall. Ah, a visitor. Well, I'd be needing a visitor identification card. I guess so. Happy to help you fill in these forms. Most living people have trouble holding the pages. You'll be needing a number 3 pencil. If you're filling in the forms, can't you just use your own pencil? I will be, but the instructions say very clearly that the applicant must have a number 3 pencil. Well, okay. Where do I get one? Try the Department of Requisitions. It's just next door. You mean the general store? Specific these days, but yes. Office supplies. Knock. Hello, excuse me, I need a... Sorry, can't help you unless you have a visitor ID, but I need a pencil for it. Nope, no visitor ID, no supplies. The guy won't give me a pencil without a visitor ID. No, certainly not. They aren't authorized to deal with anyone who doesn't have an ID, so how am I supposed to get a number 3 pencil? I suppose I could issue you a temporary visitor permit. You don't need a pencil for that one. Okay, great. What's your name? Hatfield. Your first name? Bjorn. Middle name? Justice. A little farming outside of Boring Springs. I'm staying in Dirtwater at the moment. I live wherever the wind takes me. Oh, where'd my mouse go? Dirtwater. I'm staying at Dirtwater at the moment. Oof. Well, if you set your sights low enough, you'll never be disappointed. Alright, how many bars are in the windows of the adjacent Department of Records? What? It's a quiz to make sure you've actually been paying attention to care about our town, instead of just breezing through it. 6? Correct. Alright, everything seems to be in order. Here's your temporary visitor pass. Thanks. It expires in 11 seconds. Jesus. How can I help you, Mr. Hatfield? I need a number 3 pencil, no problem. We'll just fill out a requisition form. Okay. Hatfield. Oh, sorry, it looks like your visitor permit has expired. Have a nice day. But fine. Hatfield. Bjorn. Justice. Dirtwater. What? 6. Okay. Hatfield. What? 11 seconds? Sorry, nobody. Jesus, that doesn't even give me time. I suspect can I get another? Alright, I just need to ask you a few questions. Hatfield. Bjorn. Justice. Dirtwater. What? 6. Go. Knock. Okay. Hatfield. This temporary pass is basically useless. Maybe there's somewhere else you can find a pencil around here. Okay. Staple? Go away, excuse me, but you aren't authorized shoe. Well, that's rude. No pencil. Rats. Let's go. Maybe I can find... No, not sure you could lead a ghost horse to this, even if you wanted to. Oh, look at that. Take a pencil. Got a ghost pencil. Knock. Oh, I got a pencil. Oh, sir, that's a number 4 pencil, not a number 3 pencil. I was hoping you wouldn't notice. Look, number 4 is like 33% more official, right? Ha, nice try, but it's obviously didn't work. Sigh. Let's see if I take it to the pencil sharpener. Sharpen the... You got an item. Sharpened ghost pencil. Your number 3 pencil is already sharp enough, and if you grind it, you have a number 2 pencil. Alright. Thank God. Hatfield. Bjorn. Justice. That's not what your temporary visitor permit says. I'm sorry that... What? Unless the names match, you hear the sound of ghostly paper being torn up. What? Hatfield. Bjorn. Justice. What your temporary visitor pass says? I'm sorry. What? Hold on. Last name, Hatfield. First name, Bjorn. Middle name, Justice. You hear the sound of ghostly. Okay. This is a temporary permit card while you apply for your actual Bjorn Justine. Justine, I thought it said Justice is written on it. This is probably already expired. Knock. Hatfield. Bjorn. It says Justine. She made a mistake on it. Ah, you dirt water. You ever decide to set your sights a little higher? I can recommend a good drainage ditch. Okay, last question. How many bars are in the windows? 6. Nope. I'm afraid you'll be more observant. You hear papers tearing, but it was 6 last time. I didn't ask the same question last time. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 10. Hatfield, Bjorn, Justine, Dirtwater. How many bars are in the windows of the Department of Records? Tried 10. Correct. I got my Ghostwood Visitors ID. I think you say it was always called Ghostwood, or yes, total coincidence. Alright, knock. Geez, finally, I'm here on behalf of the Mayor of Breadwood. He needs a permit to do some logging in the area. I see. Well, that shouldn't be a problem. I just need to review the logging records to make sure there are no disqualification incidences. Go to the Department of Records. It's 2 doors down, and tell them I need the Breadwood file pertaining to logging. Is something wrong? Not yet, but I'm steeling myself in anticipation. Knock. Hello, something I can do for you, Mr. Hatfield? I think... that... Can't think of anything. Spy? Well, what can I do for you? I'm supposed to pick up a file on the town of Breadwood? Oh, you're the Department of Records next door. This is the adjacent Department of Records. Knock. Department of Records, how can I help you? Mr. Hatfield. I'm supposed to pick up a file. Breadwood. Oh, moment please. Breadwood, Applewood, Antewood, Badwood. Did you mean Bagelwood? No, it's Breadwood. Must be a suburb, right? Beaverwood, Bestwood, Bitterwood, Bloodwood. Ah, here it is, Breadwood. Which section do you need? Logging records. That section has been downgraded from disuse. You'll need to pick it up from the adjacent Department of Records next door, naturally. Bring it back when you've got it, and I'll put it in the official inter-department document transfer folder for you. Is this really necessary? Absolutely. You can't transfer documents between departments without an inter-department document transfer folder. It's unthinkable. Fine. Saloon. Knock. What can I do? I need a drink immediately. Not a problem. Beer or whiskey? Whiskey. Good choice. Only one small problem, though. What is it? I'm all out of whiskey requisition forms. Mind going down to the administration and picking one up for me? Great. Please don't mention it. Knock. Now I changed my mind. Yeah, sure. Drink immediately. Beer? Alright. Gotta take your name down for the requisition. So, Hatfield, Bjorn, Justine. Oh! 103 meat, including the deposit on the bottle. Buy it. Bottle of ghost beer. Oh, it's cold. Okay, can I get another? I need a drink immediately. Whiskey. Sign. Phi sign. Please don't mention it. The Department of Records sent me over to pick up a file. Great, which file? Logging reports for the town of Redwood. Alright, 1 second, and here we are. But what's wrong? Well, the pages are all loose. I can't give them to you like this. What if they blow away? I'm just taking them next door. Give me a document folder. It'll be fine. No. What if there's a freak gust of wind, and as soon as you leave here, it'll all be chaos? What do you propose? Well, fortunately, I happen to be one person in town officially authorized to use a stapler, so you'll staple them together for me? Glad to, but I don't have a stapler. Of course you don't. Don't worry. All you have to do is go to the Department of Requisitions next door and requisition one. So bring you a stapler and you'll give me the file? Yep. Fine. Let's see if I can... Town Hall. I need bar down the street. The bar? Bar? Oh, you mean the Department of Libations? Sure, I can give you a whiskey requisition form. Great. Is what I'd like to say, but I'm out of form transfer envelopes. What? Can't transfer a form to a different department without a form transfer envelope to make sure it doesn't get tampered with during transportation. Gotta be joking. No, sir, this is a serious business. I'll tell you what, though, you should have a supply of spare form transfer envelopes at the Department of Requisitions next door. Fine. I need to requisition a stapler. Alright, first we'll need to fill out a requisition form. Figured. Hatfield, Bjorn, Justine, cake or pie? Pie. Gee, thanks. Look. I need a folder transfer. Interdepartment transfers. Blue is for extra. Municipal transfers, and red's for emergencies. Green is for bribes. This is interdepartment. Sorry, it looks like we're out of those. Blue. Well, since you're just a visitor, so give me a blue one. That refers to forms of final destination. Where are you taking it? The department. Nope. Sorry, it's intermunicipal. Can't give you the blue one. Red. The more I have to deal with this bureaucracy, the more of an emergency this becomes. Give me a red one. Sounds reasonable to me. Here you go. Here, I got you this. You got the emergency form transfer file. Alright, let's go get me some whiskey. Hatfield, Bjorn, Justine. This place, I'll raise the building and salt the earth. Now, don't get all bent out of shape. If you go tell the Department of Requisitions, they'll set us up with a fresh case. Okay, got your stapler. Thanks. Okay, I'm back with those papers. Alright. Logging report, thank you. He's out of whiskey. Oh, I don't feel. Nope. That'll be handled on delivery. Great. 2 days. Hey, don't look at me. Wait, there's a lot of processing and forms for booze delivery. Let's see what this guy says now. Okay. Okay, what does he say now if I put drink immediately? Did that whiskey show up yet? Nope, not yet. Try again tomorrow. Okay, so it has to be actual 2 days. It has to be legitimate 2 days. Oh. looks like a delivery. Yep. It's a delivery. Okay, I got the file for you. Fine. Let's have a look. Oh, for the love of what's wrong. That idiot stapled the pages together right in the middle. This is why we took his damn stapler away in the first place. The file is unreadable. You're going to have to take it back and tell him to unstaple it. I want you to unstaple these papers. Oh, sorry, I'm only authorized for stapling, not unstapling. Try next door. I need you to unstaple. Okay, full authorized unstable, that's no problem. Spoke too soon, did you? Well, it's just I don't see the staple remover anywhere. Oh, that's right, the Department of Libations borrowed it to open beer bottles. I need the staple remover. Sure, here's the staple remover. Here's the staple remover. Great. Let's just have a look at these papers. Yours to Sisk, just records. Old tracks again, I see. Tricks again. Well, don't even need to be stapled. That's what the department documents transfer for. Chunk. Alright, here you go. Thanks. It's like being at the DMV. Here's your unstapled files. Alright, let's have a look. Okay, I can't see any problems with that. I'm frankly amazed. Let's get started on the paperwork for the logging permit. I am no longer amazed. Hatfield, Bjorn, Justine, Chunk, and sign it here. Scribble, and sign it here. Also here. Initial here, and here, and here. Good. Now just take this back to the Mayor of Breadwood and have him sign on the line. Initial over here. You got the item. Are you kidding me? I don't know how to do that. This is one of those quests that have you go back and forth to collect 5 of some item that you can only ever get 1 of. Ooh, Rancher's pistol. And it's also the DMV, making fun of, like, the DMV. Like, you gotta have this paper. Oh no, you gotta have this paper. Okay, the mayor's signature. Yeah, great. Just sign the last line at the bottom where it says receipt. Something wrong. You cover your face with your hands. I loan my pencil to the mayor. Oh dear. Excuse me while I go kill everything. Ooh, curious coat. Okay. I will come back to that. I want to finish this quest. Thank you. Let's fight him. Yeah, get him, Gary. Yeah. Get him, Gary. Oh, let's finish this quest because I don't remember where the mail is. Okay, here's the logging sign. Alright, that's everything taken care of. Redwood's logging permit is hereby approved. Finally, wonderful. Processing will take about 48 hours. What? Well, everything has to be filed, and the actual permit has to be printed, and so on. You can pick it up in 2 days. Yeah. Not quite. It will be about 2 more days. Okay, so this legitimately means I have to not sleep for 2 days. You got an item, Cossacks, with a hole in it. I got a what? A tailbone with a hole in it? What is that even? Key item. Cossacks with a hole in it? This Human tailbone with a finger-sized hole shot through it. Literally a skeleton's butt. +5 muscle? Where does that go? Yeast, cultist mask. It's definitely not a brooch. Foul. Let's see. The ranchers is no. Medical gun, no. Well, I don't actually use the gun. +30 hit points, though. I like the sound of that. Plus, I think the thing I have now, this just gives me +6 moxie, which I don't use, but I do use hit points. So let's equip the medical. Wow. +6 muscle, +7 muscle, filthy cow. +5 armor, moxie. Nasty. Ooh. Okay. So I can get +5 instead of +1 muscle. I can get +5 muscle. Nothing there. Nothing there. Yeah, like +1 maximum AP and +1 armor, or +20 hit points. I think I'm gonna go +20 hit points. Bull Stomp deals 3 extra damage. Okay, how much damage does Bull Stomp do? Bull Stomp does 9, so it'd be at 12. That's still not a lot. That's still not a lot of damage. I have 1,000 XP. Ooh. Let's get my final level of intimidating. Let's increase my thick skin. Yeah, I feel like +1 armor and +1 AP is nothing. So let's do +20. I would do the Bull Stomp, but that's not a lot. But I realized I didn't set a timer, so this episode is going to be extra long in compared to the other episodes. But this is where I'm going to end it. So until next time, you be you, you stay you, and most importantly, adventure on.